waiting for you. I'll say it for you. He's waiting on you. His grace is for you.
Alright, so what's up with you guys? It's Rick Rogers, the Hitmaker, and I have my wife.
Dooney Rogers.
And we are officially
Yay.
in our little mini podcast studio. As you can see, we bought new chairs. We got some cool little plants. We got cool tables.
Cool chairs.
I got my artwork in the back. I don't know if y'all can see this one. This is one of my wife. This is one of my favorite ones right here. It's another one of my favorite. But yeah, I drew these things on the iPad. And my wife, I thought it was a good idea. She said we should have them as the background. So, wifey, how are you doing? Oh yeah, this is the A Piece of God podcast, just so you guys know.
A Piece of God podcast.
So how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Like, I'm really, really loving the vibe right now. It's lit. We did that.
Yeah, we really did.
We really did that. We need to do a reel for that. Because I think I got some videos.
Like, just the whole thing?
Yeah, like just showing us how we did it, kind of.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Yes. How you feeling?
Look, I'm staying in there, man.
That smoothie look good. What
It
you
is.
got?
It tastes nutty a little bit. I guess because of the oat milk.
Okay, so I did put oats in it.
It just tastes nutty, not the filling, but the taste of it. It's good though, but
And I did put some peanut butter in it. Do you liking it?
it's great though.
Okay. So y'all, me and Rick are trying to eat healthy, okay? As you can see, I've been eating good. My cheeks getting bigger. My arms getting bigger. So yeah, we're trying to eat right. And one of the things we like sweet stuff. So our thing is our go-to is smoothies. So I made a berry smoothie. It has some oat milk, put a little bit of oats in there, some peanut butter because I love peanut butter, and a little bit of vegan protein shake. And that's what we
the
got.
protein shake was really nasty the first time I tried it, but I just keep inching it in there. I keep inching it a little bit at a time. It started tasting kind of good, so I kind of like it now. At first, it was nasty though.
I love it. I love that protein powder type shake.
For $66, I better had learned how to drink it.
For what?
That was $66.
$66?
Yeah.
What?
That protein shake stuff.
That right there?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, Whole Foods. Never mind if y'all hear me sipping. That's just how I drink. I'm a drink-a-thon type of person. Like I drink, I got to have like 4 vitamin waters in a day.
Absolutely.
And 2 before I go to bed.
Rick is the liquid king. My bad. King.
Ain't no trends over here.
No, I was thinking. No, because my grandma used to call us the liquid queens because we always used to have something to drink. Yeah, like we had she used to get our own sodas, our own everything. Like
for real.
Mm-hmm.
But man.
Yeah. So let's talk.
We're gonna talk about
A lot has happened since we've been on this podcast. Since our last podcast, I know you had a trip to Houston.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell everybody about that.
The trip to Houston was fun.
Okay.
The hotel was crazy. We stayed at this time.
Like crazy good, or
yeah, like fire crazy. It was crazy. Yeah. The event was cool. I didn't really like the sound system.
Can you tell everybody what kind of event it was?
It was some type of Christian festival. It was like it wasn't like a revival setting or something. Maybe they did it before we came or after we left, but it was more so worship music and then just a lot of different popular and unpopular Christian artists performing. It was just like a big outside event. They had food. Different people came from different states and stuff like that. It was kind of lit. Some of the artists were good, but like with secular events, everybody just not that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing I love about them though is everybody be there to praise Jesus. It's not really there to get like personal accolades and stuff like that.
Right.
Of course we picked up live from the airport and he just always like just smiling hype. I got footage of that too, like when he got in the car and stuff. So it was lit. It was for me it was a little bit like part of the dream come true because I know like in the world, you know, like especially with Marcus was trying to become something in the secular world, like as a famous artist and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when we're walking through them settings, he really is like that famous person. You know what I'm saying? And I know people not supposed to glorify him more than they glorify Jesus, but he still has fans. They has a fan base. So we literally walking through, people bringing their kids up to him. He got to stop and take pictures. Same thing with Marv. Like they really can't sit alone. Like without someone coming up to him, testifying about the music and what it's done for them. You know, it was just lovely. I was talking to Marv about like how you feel. Like this is like kind of what we asked for. Like, and then you know you walk in and you see certain people like Isaiah Robbins. You might not know them, but I know them from seeing them on the internet and stuff. So they're like the celebrities to me in
the Christian.
Yeah, even though they don't wear them roles, but they really are. Like they some of the leading voices and stuff. So it's like you get to see them perform. You walk in, you see Kieran the Light. He like one of the top hardest ones right now, and everybody just chilling. Vibing, happy, sharing testimonies. I seen a few demons getting casted out. Like Marcus, like if you ever come with him to them events, he don't get no break. Like it's
I can see him
preaching
now just
all
walking
day,
around,
ministering all day, performing about 8-9 songs hard as he can. Get off stage, got to cast out demons. It's literally like,
dang,
like
he
every
really
time.
working though.
Yeah,
like
he don't get
ain't no
breaks.
play.
But other than that, Houston was loved. I loved it. The energy was good. The music was good. The food was okay. And everybody was like happy, just smiling. The event just so much different. It's not like being at the events we used to go to where everybody looked dead in the face and like they ready to shoot something up and all that. It wasn't nothing like that.
It's crazy because like just the way you're like describing it just feel like real chill. You know, versus like what you said, like, you know, the events that you used to go to. Yeah. How does that feel? Like
I don't know, I just wish I would have been doing it my whole life. But I don't knock what I used to do because now I know I've been around it enough to know what to look for in people or scenarios. Like I definitely know to turn the other way or nah, that club, nope, we're not going to that club. Nope. So, you know, I had to see it to know what I don't want to be a part of anymore.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Okay. And did you perform?
Yep, I performed with Marcus. I didn't get to do my own songs this time.
Okay.
Which ain't really no big thing because it's coming around. I remember like a year ago, I said something to you, but I was like, I don't get to do my own songs and stuff like that. But I feel like God dealt with me about that anyway because it's not really about me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, you know, he just told my time was going to come anyway. So that is starting to come around now. I got my own performances. And in between times too, I think if Marcus can, like if it's his event, he's definitely going to let me do it. But if it's someone else's event, he can squeeze me in. He'll probably let me do my own songs too. Because he has let me do my own music before too.
You definitely like are like buzzing. Like you really buzzing. Like I'm telling you, like
the crazy thing is when Marcus had posted us that one day, he basically posted everybody telling them like, "Yo, Rick, Live, Marv, these are great artists. Y'all follow them now. Don't wait till it's too late." And he sent me like 400 followers, but it seemed like real followers. Like ever since then, the interaction's been going up. Like
I see.
I usually get like 78 likes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's been like 200, 300. So it's like, Marcus, I need you to share me again.
Right. That mean it's time to put these videos out. So y'all know, I have the honor of being Rick Rogers' personal videographer. I don't know if you know, but that title like means a lot to me. Okay,
I don't know. Like, I be feeling like I be in a way
your girl know how to pick up a camera. Okay, I'm gonna pick up that camera and I'm gonna move that camera.
I appreciate it too. You be willing to do it at any time too.
Man, you my best friend. You know how we go. But it's definitely time to turn up.
Or definitely had you pregnant on stage at the Coliseum
with filming. The camera.
You was probably what 7, 8, 9 months pregnant. Like you ready to pop on camera.
That's wild. But dang, owe me for life.
With the kids, the family on set going crazy. What was that? Probably was a Pop Smoke show, maybe.
Was it the Pop Smoke? I don't even remember what show that was.
I think so, because that was probably the last big one we did. The baby.
No, I wasn't pregnant then. That was.
Was it Future again?
Oh, I feel like it was a baby. It was a baby. I think.
So the baby and Pop Smoke were on the same show?
The baby was, but I think he came twice.
The baby might have did come twice.
I think he came twice. Because I think Lil Rick opened up right?
For the baby.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's the one you was filming though.
No, that was a whole nother one. Because I remember I had on a whole different outfit. We didn't look.
I remember I had on like black and yellow, I believe, when.
Yeah, I had on blue and green hair. I remember that. That's when I was pregnant.
I had them yellow Air Forces, them hot top ones with the black check on it.
But I don't remember what that one was for.
Was I performing by myself that time?
You did.
Is that it might have been a show that I had Yola with me.
Yes.
I let Yola perform.
Yola was with you.
Okay, so that's the time you was pregnant, and then the other time you weren't pregnant.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I definitely love like holding the camera. Like I'm a little geek at heart, you know. So like a kind of like a little mini Rick Rogers in the girl version. No, for real. Like I love this stuff. So I love doing it, and I'm ready to turn up.
What does turn up look like to you?
Turn up look like content of a type of content. As much songs as like you make, like videos should be effortlessly. Like,
I might make another one if I can get over my hair right now.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like I'm gonna learn how to work the clippers because I'm in the hair industry already as it is. So I feel like I need to know how to cut some hair. I can do hair. I need to learn how to cut hair. At least so
Yeah,
you could be shaped up, looking good all the time.
I want to get some super official clippers. I thought them gold ones was gonna be the official ones, but
you gotta get the Baby Bliss brand.
I said it is that.
Yeah, you gotta.
I don't know how to set them though. I probably need to pay somebody to set them for me because Will Jones be sharp when he do it and they don't bite.
Really?
Mine's bite.
We gonna learn, but definitely that's one thing I'm definitely gonna look into. But we gotta turn up.
Facts.
I'm ready though. I'm definitely ready. I love the energy. It feels so different. Feel good.
All right, so I got a question for you because
you
have been stirring the pot on Facebook.
Oh man.
You had made a post. I guess I'll pop it up on the screen at one point. So without all the backlash and the people coming for you and all that, with your chance to explain your train of thought when you made that post, where were you coming from when you had made that post?
Self-experience. I normally don't like to talk about things unless I kind of actually walk that walk. Because I feel like I can like really relate to it. So it was just self-experience. Like I was somebody that did try the whole spirituality type of thing. I did call myself a witch at one point. I was outside praying to the moon. I laugh about that now, but I was like
I laugh every time you say that.
But it's not funny. But I mean, this really what it was. Like I really was doing these things, and so I see like, like it didn't really serve a purpose here.
Where was your mind at when you was doing it though? Like, how was it for you? Like, did you just how were you convinced into thinking that that's what it was?
Because for one, I would say like kind of like influence, and then like
friends around you.
Yeah, like people around me. Like it's like kind of like a new type of thing, People when they're doing it, they looking like they're at peace. You know what I'm saying? Like they're, meditating at peace. It looks cool. Just not knowing like my background as a African American. I know my family's from the islands, but just thinking that that's something that what us Africans did. And you're not supposed to laugh. I'm being serious.
I can't help it. And what did you do with the rocks outside with the moon? How does that work? What did you do? You had to put them in a circle or like a line?
Want everybody to know,
huh?
You really want everybody to know?
I'm just trying to be interested in it myself. Because remember when you brought it to me, I was like, you can do what you want.
So I went and got these crystals. I don't even know where I got them from, but I got these crystals, y'all. And I didn't even study the names. Like I didn't even get that deep into it, but I just knew I was told to it's I think a new moon or I don't even know. Go out there and I'm lining the crystals up and I'm just sitting here and I'm just talking to the moon and it just felt so weird. I mean, by all means, the moon is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Go outside, look at the moon. I suggest you do it. But like, it just didn't make sense.
All right, so back to the post. You already knew beforehand that the post wasn't going to go the way you wanted it to go, but
it did go the way I wanted it to go.
Okay, so you expected a backlash and everything. What were some of the comments that you were getting back from the post? What was the post actually? What was it? If you could pull it up in your phone, I would like for you to read it word for word, so we won't get it confused or nothing like that. Because I want the viewers to know what was said.
It says, God has been telling me to speak on this subject, and I've been avoiding it for a while, but I can't any longer because I myself was blind to it, and I don't want others going down the same road. You cannot call yourself a Christian and practice witchcraft. It's like mixing oil and water. You have to pick a side.
And all right, so let's break down the post first. When you said it's something you feel like God has been calling you to speak about, but I guess you were kind of nervous. What was it that you was trying to avoid at first?
Just like, I guess like the confrontation, kind of, because like I know a lot of people, so I know people that still like still dabbling in it, and I just didn't want to come off like as like more so like as if I'm judging, I'm saying, them, like when I'm just speaking from like experience, and I mean this is really what it is,
Yeah.
So just that.
Right, real quick. All right, that's how it was, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. So just wanting to not to come from a judgmental point of view. I understand that.
Yeah.
But it obviously hit a tipping point because you posted it. So what was the what was the forget it? I ain't gonna say F it. What was the forget it? I'm about to just post it.
I mean, it is what it is. I feel like the truth is gonna hurt, but I mean, I'd rather people to know, like, I'm not, and I'm not, it is what it is. Like, we need to know this.
So what is the differences between the spirituality practice and the actual having a relationship with Christ? Like, what's the noticeable differences to you?
Yeah, attitude. Like, I notice a lot of people that, practice spirituality. Like, if you look at like their Facebooks and stuff, like they just, I mean, they're into a lot of things that we wouldn't share. The way they talk, the way they communicate is like really like just is recklessly. Like it doesn't seem like it's any structure, any rule, like any following. It's just like you just literally doing whatever you please to do.
Butt naked, hold that,
be this, hold that,
F that nigga.
I mean, that. It's really real. Like,
so what was one of the more negative comments you got on the post?
Somebody told me to kiss their A. I love her though, whoever she is. She all good in my books. But I don't know. It was kind of weird because my post was for Christians. I did not speak down on like the spirituality. I didn't even get there. That wasn't for the that wasn't the reason of the post. But I had a lot of witches that were upset about it, as if I said something wrong when I was only talking to Christians. So it really didn't apply.
And when you clarified that to them, how was their response then?
They didn't want to go back and forth with me. That's what they said. And then the other one said, kiss my A. And so, because I was kind of confused. I'm just like, like this wasn't for you. Like, it's for my Christians. Like,
so I went to one of the girls' pages and she was just going on and on about it. Like, how do you feel about, like, when you seen that, how do you, because the old you actually probably would have
turned up on it.
Yeah, you probably would have turned up. So that's definitely a difference I see in your character and stuff. But how do you feel when you see them carry it on and then they start making personal Facebook posts about you and stuff like that?
I mean, it's two things. For one, I don't ever want to follow anything that would get me out of character like that. Like, as I told a girl, like I said what I said, respectfully, like it's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, however way you feel, it's not going to change because I know, because I went through it. So if I say it is witchcraft, we can't do it. It's not good. That's just it.
Yeah, we can't do it.
We can't do it. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but we can't do it. And that's just where I stand.
Didn't one of them identify as Christian though, or was she just trying to say that Christians have rituals too, so we don't have no room to talk? Something like that.
She says she's a non-traditional Christian, but I don't even know what that means.
It sounds like some new age bull crap.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know.
All right, so for anyone right now that's watching this and maybe be practicing spirituality things, because I mean, it's not a need to talk about, because you weren't talking about anyone. You were just letting Christians know, like, yo, if you're a follower of Christ, which is what a Christian is, you can't be doing that because that's against like the doctrine or whatever. All right. So for anyone that's watching this that does practice spirituality right now and also think they're a Christian, what is your advice to them at this point? And why?
I would say this. Most things that are trending in this world are not really good. So with the spirituality thing trending and it's like being allowed and this is really a thing, like it just tells me that it's not good.
Like it's being allowed, being pushed everywhere and stuff like that.
Yeah, like something's not right. You know what I mean? Like, especially in the way how this world is going. Also, just do your research. Like, and I really would talk to God about it. Ask him to, reveal it to you if it's something that you really should be playing in.
Yeah, I think people should definitely start taking this stuff way more serious because, I mean, I don't know. Everybody get into the spirituality thing their own way. But no matter which way they get into it, whether it's with the tarot cards or whatever, they understand that spirituality is real. And Christians understand that the spiritual realm is real. So everybody that's in the middle, they need to figure something out because your lives are being ruined like every moment because you don't know how to pretty much see in the spirit. Like you don't know where your attitude come from. Everybody just like, man, I just got an attitude problem. Like you think you just have an attitude problem. You actually have, issues in the spirit. Like they're causing you to do these things. So I encourage everyone to look into it. I'm never the one to push my faith on nobody, but one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Even before I claimed the Christian, I wasn't praying to no rocks. I won't put no rocks in no circle because anytime I ever seen it was associated with witches in movies. Like anytime I ever seen anything like it, so I was just like, nah. I remember we was in New York one time in Manhattan. The people I was with, they wanted to get their hand read. I'm like, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know when I'm going to die. Like, that's what they told the girl. They told one girl, they was telling her about a boyfriend, someone that the person wasn't supposed to know this information. And I'm just like, I'm good. Like, anyone who can do that, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, my grandma definitely warned me about it. But, of course, we thinking,
Oh, she did? Warned you about
she said, she told me don't ever get your hand read. But, like I said, during that time, we knew about, Jesus, but we didn't know, like, in depth. Like, it wasn't really, like, no real Bible study or, anything like that. So it was just more so us going to church. But she definitely did say that.
Speaking of Bible study, we have our first official Bible study tomorrow at the crib.
I'm so excited.
At the crib, it's going to start small. Got my cousin, hopefully my nephew, because my nephew been struggling with some things. My daughter, she's definitely going through some things right now. And we can touch on it. We don't got to talk about it, but I can see the improvement in you because a lot of things that's going on now would have ticked you off over the edge. You've been and left the house and all that. Like, but you actually come down smiling after everything. So I definitely applaud you for that.
Thank you.
The peace that I've always been asking you for comes in that form. It's like, okay, because I'm already overwhelmed by it. The last thing I need is you to be overwhelmed by something too. And then I got to worry about you and the situation. But now it's like I have an actual partner that want to fight these things with me. And definitely after talking to Marcus about the situation, it's the closer we get to Christ, the more the devil going to try to use our closest pieces against us. You know what I'm saying? And, we just got things to fight in the spirit. And I'm just glad I have a partner. Like, I don't even have to be afraid to take this fight alone. We can both pray over the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I really truly believe that's going to fix the situation, as much as it can.
I'm actually, I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I just I guess I'm just looking forward to the journey. Like I've always in my life wanted to fight for something, like that's always been me, even in the military. Like I'm ready. I'm your battle buddy. So So I always wanted to fight for something. So to be able to fight for this and, you know what I'm saying, to see what's the effects of this thing and, you know, just how the spiritual room work and how it affects our children and just people, us. And it's like, for me to be in a position where I can actually fight something like this. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I understand what's going on. It's a lot going on, but I mean, it's just...
You know what's crazy? The Bible even says too, God would rather you be hot or cold. He don't even want you warm. It ain't no, you either on the good side or you on the bad side. It ain't no in between. You can stay there, but God hates that the most. Like, which I respect that though, because that's like, I'd rather you tell me you all the way against me than to tell me you like, I kind of been, like in between. It's like, no. And I personally, I chose to be on the side of righteousness, even though I'm not a righteous person every moment of the day. But I still judge my decisions on black and white. It's no, you almost was right. And none of it's like, you was wrong or you was right. I just love that about my life right now in every form of it. I'm asking God, well, how do you want me to really handle this situation? And I'm going to, definitely going to do what I feel like he want me to do. All right. So we got kind of a lot of that out the way. So let's talk about St. Thomas.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So Marcus Rogers.
Yes.
And I always address him as the most hated man in America. That's how it seems to me. That's how it seems. But I have to say it because it's so contradicting to the person he really is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people just misconstrue who he is. You know what I'm saying? And I said all that to say, like, I had a lot of friends, but I can't think of one friend that would ever pay for me and my wife to go to St. Thomas. Word. He really didn't need me to shoot the video. Like, we didn't really shoot full videos. I really think it was him going to see his dad, him wanting to take his wife out, but also knowing our story, especially before and after Christ. Yeah. He really knows. And it was really special to me that he made that happen for us, especially being that I couldn't make it happen, like, on my own strength. I probably could have, but it was never my focus. Like, honestly, it was never my focus to get you out, but we got out. So
yes, thank you so much. Like every time I see him, I just keep telling him thank you, but thank you so much. I find it crazy that just a few months ago, like I was looking up like trips to the Virgin Islands, and I was like, I'll just wait.
So how was it?
Beautiful.
No, not even when we get there. Where was your mind at on the way there?
So with me, like, I don't know why, you guys, but like everything just be feeling like so surreal. So I'm just like, okay, like, just making sure that, we get there, like paying attention to detail. That's like the military. I be paying attention to everything that be going on, like make sure we get there. So I was just like, okay, like this is really happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we going all the way through, like we made it. All right. We made it good. We at the airport. Okay. We on the plane. All right. That went good. Like, so I was excited. I was just ready to get there.
We did have a little hiccup beforehand, but we'll talk about that on another personal pod.
Yeah, we did, but we got past that.
Yeah, we did.
We got
okay.
Past
So now my question is, we had a little hiccup too at the Miami airport because Marcus thought I was bringing my camera, but the thing is, I broke my camera and I've been using my man's camera. And I had luck camera for like a month, so he got it back, and I ain't want to ask him for it again because I just had it. So Marcus forgot his camera. Well, he brought his camera, but he forgot the card and the battery. So luckily, we had a 5-hour layover in Miami, and we were able to catch a lift, go to Best Buy, buy the battery, come back. So everything worked out smooth. Okay, so now we're leaving Miami. We land in St. Thomas. Well, before we land, what was it like on the way down before we landed? Because for me, it was crazy. Like, I
seen the ocean. The ocean looked different. I seen the islands, and I was like, wow. It was like, I wonder what lives over there. And then I was just like,
I wonder what lives over there.
Yeah, I said it right. But I was wondering, like, it just looks so different. Like, it just looks so different from like our side, like the United States side. Like, it just looks so different. It looks so peaceful. It looks so like what life is supposed to be. Like, just, I'm sure they have like their own thing. Like, they have, everywhere you go is always the same stuff. But just the look of it, like everything is not so luxury and, what I'm saying? And big buildings and all that. Like, it's just like what God gave us and we just made it work from there.
I really felt connected to that idea of it though. Everything, because over here we get so used to everything being luxury that when you walk into something that ain't luxury, you almost kind of look down on it or like, oh, I don't want to be around this. But that was like gutter luxury. If I can explain it, it didn't seem like they was even trying to make nothing luxury. It just seemed like, yo, we on this island with all these hills. And we gonna build something out of it. Like that's what it looks like to me. So that was a beautiful thing. So we get in the airport in St. Thomas. Now what? What happens? Just walk me through your experience. Like that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. So we in there and I'm hot or whatever.
Yeah, it was scorching.
It was a little hot. I had on a hoodie.
Bathroom was clean though.
So I'm like, okay, like this is nice. And so I was already gonna get a rental car and we got a rental car and I was excited. Dave told me, make sure you drive on the left. Make sure you drive on the left. So I'm like, okay. How
was that for you, driving on the left side of the road?
That was fun. I always like a challenge and I like to drive. So
you know what's crazy? My fault. To me, I always thought driving on the wrong side of the road also came with the steering wheel being on the other side. So I was actually shocked to know the car was still the same. But in some countries, I think the steering wheel's on the other side. Right. Yeah, so I was like a little shocked to see that. I was thinking, okay, if we drive on the wrong side of the road, everything. I'm thinking the wheel being on the right hand side makes that easier, but it's actually the same structured car. You just literally driving on the wrong side of the road. So how did you have to get used to that? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, so I had to get used to it, especially like with the right turns, because like the right turns, the left turns were just easy. You just go around, but with the right turns, it was like you got to go up and then you got to curve. So it was like just like the opposite. But it was good. They drive like they in New York on them hills and stuff. We drove in the mountains.
Everybody car banged up.
Yeah, I had one incident. I was out there and got to put some deodorant on, y'all. It's a little spicy.
They was smelling like some sauteed onions on that joint.
It was a little spicy.
And then it didn't help that I had a burger too in the car. That didn't help. Oh
my gosh, yes.
Okay, so give them a visual. What was it like for you? Because this is all new to both of us, so I'm really trying to capture the moment with these questions. What was it like to you driving into the resort area? Like on your mind, what's going through your mind when we first got there?
It looked like paradise. Like it looked like something like I would see like on Instagram. Like I was like, wow. Like the way the setup, it just looked so nice. And I just seen like it was just a tourist area, of course. There was a lot of mixed different people out there. And it just, I don't know, it just made me feel comfortable and it made me feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, like for, me and my family. Like I don't really care about like the luxury like I used to anymore. Like I'm a big car fan. I love cars, y'all. Like cars is my thing. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have me about a good 10 cars. But like I just want to travel. Like, like just experience like just different cultures, different foods, different people. Like I definitely want to travel and I want my kids to travel too. I don't want them to know like just Virginia or just a few states in the United States. Like I want them to be able to go to Japan and, like us travel.
And we was actually able to go baby free this time.
Yes, baby free.
Riley's a headache a little bit sometimes.
They don't call her out like that to the people.
She be a headache sometimes.
Yeah, I know Riley.
But yeah, so we was kid free. Okay. I thought the little personal drive you around in the car thing, I thought it was actually cool.
Yeah.
Because I've never, like I said, I don't get out like that. I go out to do work, but we usually going to do just that. Go to work, go to the hotels, never experiencing anything. So it was actually cool to me. Mm-hmm. I love the wristband thing. Instead of the little key card, they gave us wristbands that you unlock the door with.
The iguanas.
The iguanas were scary at first.
I love them.
They was cool, but not when you walking down the street and then a big iguana just pop out the bush.
Well, at least it's not gonna bite your legs or nothing.
Mm-hmm. I don't even get that close to it to even want to know. The crazy thing though is to find out that that's their rodent, so they just kill them. Like we look at them like pets,
yeah, like
we
pets.
want to catch them and all that. They out here wanting to kill them, Joe. So, but it makes sense though, because he said they be eating the crops and all of that stuff like that.
Right.
All right. So what else did we do? The room was fire.
Yeah, I like the room.
I love the wood floor. I love the little panel thing they had in the sink. I love the balcony thing. They got the 2 chairs, a little table out there. They had microwave, stove, everything was in there. It was lit. How did you feel about the restaurant?
So I liked the restaurant. The food was, I wish it was more like cultural, I would say.
You wish their food represented their culture?
Yeah,
you feel like it was American food more or something?
Yeah, I feel like that, but I think that because it's a lot of terrorists there, tourists, not terrorists. Sorry, y'all. Tourists.
Don't cancel it.
Not terrorists, but tourists. It's a lot of tourists there. I feel like they had to kind of like mix it up, make like a little variety. But
was it good though? Scale of 1 to 10. Name the meals you had and then 1 to 10 them.
Okay, so I had a bacon blue burger with like blue cheese in it. It was basic.
I give it a 6.
It was like a 6. I take a 6. Now the seafood macaroni and cheese, that was like a 10. That was a 10. That was good. For sure. That was the best meal. Volcano nachos was good. I just didn't like that sauce. That sauce had like it was like more like a chili taste. That's
what I liked the most about it. Because most nachos don't have no different twist to it. So I liked it. Only thing I didn't like was that it was so big. I wish I would have known we wouldn't order nothing else.
Right.
And I did love it. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it like a 9.5 because of the sauce. Okay. But I'll never be able to eat all of it, and then I don't like when my nachos get soggy, so I probably won't get it again. It was too much.
I wanted some plantain, some roti. I wanted like goat. I wanted some lamb. I was thinking like that type of stuff, but
the fish tacos was not good. The beer batter, whatever they had, I don't know what it was. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good. The taco wasn't good. I took the fish off the taco. The fish still wasn't good. It just wasn't good.
Dang.
And everywhere I go, I learn. Like I try to taste how fresh the fish be. That fish was whack. So Margaritaville, if y'all ever see this, y'all need to up it. Like y'all got all that blue water. Go catch some nice fish, man. At least cook them the right way or something. It just wasn't good.
Yeah, definitely make it more cultural.
You had a virgin daiquiri strawberry. I had the pina colada virgin, y'all.
Yeah, my daiquiri was not good.
I liked it. The strawberry.
I feel like it had. The strawberry. I feel like it had too much strawberry syrup. I don't like that. But the pina colada was okay.
So what about the scenery for you? 'Cause I know when we first got off the thing, I was surprised. Like you gotta understand. Like I don't even know what to expect. So when I seen KFC, I was tripping because I watch a lot of movies and I see foreign stuff. So I didn't think it was gonna be no KFC. I didn't even know it was part of the United States. That's how lost I was out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it. It's kind of what I expected because I seen like my cousins, my family and stuff like in Trinidad and stuff. So I know like the pictures and I watch movies and so I kind of know. But just to be there just felt different, you know. And I feel like even though we like the same color for the most part, we kind of still stuck out.
Yeah, I think the way we dress. I think it's the way we dress. And my Crocs probably definitely was popping out like a thing.
Yeah, my shoes and stuff.
And I just look around. I look like I don't belong somewhere. I know it for a fact.
But yeah, I definitely had a good time. Like that's somewhere I want to go back like ASAP.
The people was rather friendly too.
The people was so nice. They was so nice.
That was definitely cool. Every waiter, every waitress, every person I talked to that worked there or was at least a part of that establishment, everybody was nice.
No
even
attitude.
The man on his break. Yeah. Crack jokes with you, everything.
He kept coming back too.
That last dude was funny though.
Yeah.
I forgot what he was saying, but he was funny as a mug.
And that one dude, you gotta get some beats from him. Don't forget.
I don't even know his Instagram.
I forgot his name.
I did get his number. I gotta go back to my phone and find it.
I would hit him up.
I think his name was Reggie.
No, it's some.
Who was Reggie? Reggie was the driver.
Reggie was a driver. His name is some Quada something. This one of them type of names. Childish.
How long this been? It ain't that bad.
How long it's been?
40 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
But yeah, the St. Thomas trip was fire. Last thing we did was we went to the beach. How was your beach experience?
Oh, with Corey and Layla?
Nope.
Oh, the beach.
Yep.
Oh, the beach was beautiful.
What was it called?
Megan's Beach. Yeah, it was really nice. The sand really amazed me because it felt like mud, like clay. Like, and it just felt so different. And I went to the beach here and I just like, okay, there's a big difference, but it felt good. My favorite moment of the beach was like just watching that bird
go in the water.
Yeah, and he was like, I think he was kind of showing off that he would flip it and he'll try to do it again. He was showing off.
I think my favorite part about the beach was meeting Marcus's dad.
Yes.
Because I don't know, I just love that feature about humans, how we get to have baby versions of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they grow up, they need love, they need to talk to you.
Yeah.
And then knowing their story, how they rekindled and everything. It was fire just to see what such a good man came from. Like, because he literally came, from his dad and his mom. And to see what Marcus turned into. I know his dad is more than proud of him too, but it was just cool.
Definitely.
His dad,
his dad was proud.
Real military. Like every time I turn my head, the man over there like karate training and everything.
I am weak.
Which was cool though. Like I liked it though. I know Marcus was happy, man. I'm super proud of Marcus, man.
Like people really don't know. Like they think this is the trenches. Like,
yeah.
Can you imagine if we can like really see what's really going on out here? Like, oh my gosh. It is wild.
Just certain things, especially being closer to Christ, really truly allows me not to pass judgment on people, even though it slip in sometimes. Because somebody do something stupid, I'm like, man, that's stupid. The whole time it's spiritual, but it definitely showed me that you don't really know what somebody's going through. Even with what we talked about to Nala last night, like I just don't know what they going through. So it's like,
I heard.
It's like a tough battle, but with God on our side, I know we can just defeat anything for real. That's how I feel.
Absolutely, it's a really fight. The fight of my life.
Definitely a fight. So, first official episode of the podcast, we got everything set up. How do you feel? This is the official first episode.
I feel good.
And this is in your house. This is the comfort of your house.
Yes, I've always wanted my house to be like a content creating house. Like I want like every part of the house to have like its own thing, so I could just sit up there and just do what I want to do. But I love it. It looks nice. I like how we picked out everything for it because we made it like work together. It was nothing that we bought and that we didn't like or we couldn't use. Like we literally used everything, and even something that was in our house made it pop. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy that you like it because remember you didn't like the way it looked at first, but I'm glad that you like it now. So yeah,
I'm a lot more comfortable. I'm a little insecurity and stuff. I'm a little over it a little bit. I'm not all the way, but enough to post these videos.
Dang right. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like we did this early. I feel like we kind of wrapped this one up. Since we did it so early though, and my session canceled, I think we should do the other section. Just figure out how to do the other section we was talking about, where we watching videos and reacting to them and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I want to let you and Nala sit here and have a discussion.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up. I'll talk to you after this, but yeah, it's Rick Rogers, the Hitmaker,
and it's Noonie Rogers.
I'm gonna go by Richard Rogers, Rick Rogers. I ain't gonna say the Hitmaker because I'm a whole daddy. I'm Papito up here.
Yeah, that's Wait, you Papito up there?
Yeah, I'm Rick Rogers. Like that's
Papito.
Me. I'm not Rick Rogers, the Hitmaker. So it's Rick Rogers.
Yes. And it's Noonie Rogers.
And this is the Peace of God podcast, the first official one in our setup. We've been investing. We got 2 microphones, bought 2 cameras.
Yeah.
Got pictures. We got corner lights. We trying to do
chairs,
do the thing. It's nice and comfortable. The couch feel good. The colors is sweet and everything. So yeah. Shout out to y'all for watching this. Hopefully y'all learned something from it. Hopefully y'all come back to it. Hopefully y'all subscribe. And that's pretty much it. You have anything you want to say?
Nope. That's it.
All right, yeah. So y'all have a very blessed day. In the name of Jesus, I pray peace for everybody. That's it.